Hello, Michael here for another cup of talk. This time, I'd like to talk about belief systems. When I teach students or teach at workshops, I always emphasize that everything I am teaching is my own belief, it's my own opinion. And even more importantly, I'm not there to try to convince you to go along with my ideas and my beliefs. Let's look at it like it's very much like religion. I'm not there to convert anybody to my religion of sound, really. I'm not there to say, this is the way to do this. This is the way to play the gong, to play the bowl, to make the sounds, to structure everything. And that's the only way. I'm not here to tell you that whatever belief you have for sound, whatever system you use is wrong. But I will tell you what systems work for me and what ones don't work for me. But I always emphasize if a system works for you, that's fine because this is a big world we live in. It's a big universe. And if there's one thing I have found in all my years of being a musician and being a sound worker, it's that everything is fluid. Now that's my belief. You might not think that, but that's my belief and my experience. Everything is fluid. And the minute I try to make an assertion and say, this is the way it is for everybody, well, no, I'm wrong. You know, again, it could be like you could go through all kinds of things like this. You could say food. I could say, I like pizza and it's the best food in the world and everybody should eat pizza and it's the greatest. And somebody else can go, I don't like pizza at all. Now, does that make them wrong? From my perspective, I could say, well, you're wrong because you should eat pizza and enjoy it. But no. So everybody has a different perspective. And again, perspective, this is what I'm talking about. And this is what focused on in previous videos is perspective. Nobody talks about perspective. Perspective is just how you view things or how others view things. So my perspective, I work with sounds. I don't work with frequencies. I don't work with things like planet tunings or chakras or anything like that. Yet I have a lot of friends who do work with specific frequencies, the chakra tunings, and the infamous planet tunings. Am I to say they are wrong? Especially because they're all successful. So, no, that's just my perspective. I don't work with those belief systems. So, if you work with any of those or any other sort of system, run with it. That's what's important is work it, use it, learn it, and do your best with it. And don't let me I'm not trying to, sway you in any way or another. When I teach, when I do workshops, I make it clear that what I offer is my beliefs, my systems, and an alternate perspective to how you might currently do things. And all I say is just take a look at it. You might find parts of it that you can incorporate into what you are already doing. Or you might say, I really like that whole thing. I'm going to switch over, which I don't think anybody has yet. I think it's more that people have found parts of what I do and what I believe that they can incorporate into what they are doing. And I think that's a very important thing. I mean, when I go to teach, especially workshops, like Gone Camp, or I teach in Europe and things like that, I'm always watching the other people, and I'm listening to what they do and how they play, because they do things differently than I do. And there's many times I have watched somebody and gone, "I never thought of that." And if it's something I really like and I feel I can incorporate it into what I'm currently doing, then I'll do that. I'll take it and incorporate it, perhaps modify it to fit more my system of working. But I've done that with many, many students. It's like you come in, you start playing things. I'm like, what are you doing? What is that? I don't know everything. That I could live to be 500 years old and still would not know everything about sound. It is such a huge and diverse subject, especially working with sound in the way we do. Whether you work in like what you call sound healing or sound therapy, I just call it sound work. There's so much to know, and nobody can know it all. And we also keep discovering new things all the time. People invent new instruments. People invent new mallets. People come up with new ways of doing things. I mean, I've done that over my whole career. I've progressed and changed, and if I could take a snapshot of what I was doing 50 years ago when I really first started getting into gongs and bells and all that, and compare it to a snapshot of today, they're gonna be very different. Just like if you look in your life at anything you do and look at how you were doing something 10, 20, 50 years ago, depending on how old you are, and compare it to how you do that thing today, there's going to be a lot of difference. And hopefully, there's a nice progression that you have grown, that you have learned and grown. So, belief systems. We all need to have some sort of system that we believe in and that we work with. Otherwise, you're just out there in the dark at night with no flashlight. Yeah, you don't have a light and you're just stumbling around. You need to have some sort of system to work with. And again, I don't ever force my way on people. Like mallet technique, I play the dreaded thumbs on the mallet shaft way is my main way. But I also play this way too, thumb to the side. And I play many other mallet grips. I show my students, I say, here's all these different grips. Check them out. Maybe you will like one better than how you currently hold your mallets. Or maybe it will solve a problem on a specific instrument because the way you mainly hold your mallet doesn't quite work on that one instrument. Here's a different grip. This might help. This might do it. So believe in what you do, work your system, but also don't be afraid to check out other systems. And even ones that you've dismissed in the past, look at them again because maybe somehow you and this other system have come closer together. I mean, I keep looking at the things that I don't use and I revisit them and I research them again and I talk to people who use those systems. And I keep doing it because maybe, again, I've reached a point where there's overlap now and we can come together. And maybe there's still that wide division and I'll never use that system. Okay. It's kind of crazy out here today. I've had chipmunks running by me, birds flying all around. Beautiful spring day. Get outside, get into nature. That's your best inspiration. It really is. Okay. So find your system and work it. Don't let other people tell you it's wrong. If it's working for you, if it's not working, okay, then look at some other systems. But if what you are doing is working for you and your people, stick with it, build it, grow it. But don't forget to look at other things because often you can incorporate ideas from other systems. Okay. Thanks for coming to today's Cup of Talks. I always appreciate everybody here. If you like what you're seeing, hit the subscribe button down below. You could even hit the notify button and you'll know when there's a new video. I try to put one out every Friday. And also, if you really like the information I've been transmitting here, but you want more, you want to go deeper, investigate my Patreon channel. It's $15 a month and it opened up everything to you. Currently, there's well over 100 exclusive videos that go into a lot deeper detail than I do on YouTube. YouTube scratches the surface. Patreon gets way down under and gives you a lot more. So check it out. And if you find it's to your liking, sign on up. I'd appreciate that. The more the merrier. And feedback too. Leave your comments here. Leave your comments on Patreon. It's important. I don't want this to be just me talking to nobody. I always appreciate your comments. I always try to acknowledge them and, maybe reply to them if there's a question or something. Okay, so thanks a lot. We'll see you in the next Cup of Talks.